Don't be shy. You know, Bill, I thought he had a really good mix of pitches throughout the 7 innings of work. Good location overall. He did give up a couple of leadoff extra base hits, but that's when he was at his best. 2 shutdown innings in those middle innings after a couple of runs, after Bogey's 2-run homer. Then we build an inning with another couple of runs, and he continued to put up zeros. You know, the action to his sinker seemed to get better throughout the course of the day, and you know he's been so comfortable here at home, and it showed up here again today with the quality work.
Is there any thoughts of bringing him back out for the 8th inning? I know he had just 94 pitches. Or were you confident in your bullpen?
No, you know, much like some of the other pitchers we're talking about, you know, Rick in his own right is dealing with some things, and felt like the 7 innings of work today, 4th time through the lineup, not looking to press that too hard. The way that Matt Barnes has been throwing a baseball and continuing to come on and grow in his own right, his day was done after 7 innings.
John, you mentioned Rick has had success at home this year. With the struggles he had last year, how rewarding is it for him to put up the numbers he is at Fenway?
You know, more than anything, you know, we look back to a year and a half that he's been here. Probably the first half of last season, maybe getting comfortable in the surroundings. First time he'd been away from the Tigers after, 6 full years in the big leagues there. Second half of the year, he finished strong here and has carried that momentum into the start of this year. But, you know, there's no question he feels comfortable on the mound here. You know, his sinker works well here. And more than anything, you know, his walk rate is at a career low, and he's doing just an outstanding job of limiting the overall base runners.
Just in terms of the moving parts, the number of injuries, the number of new faces you got coming in, and still sort of, you guys are 6 and 8 to start July, obviously after work June. Like, can you talk about the challenge of keeping things together and also still put out?
You know, you're always going to need depth, and of late, you know, the timing of the trades that we've made have been uncanny, given the injuries that have cropped up as we've added Aaron Hill. You know, we talked about it before the ball game. Whether it's Hill, now Ziegler, who will come on tomorrow with Kimbrel's injury. Despite some of the moving parts, the main core of this team has remained dependable, healthy, and continued to perform at a high level. So, despite some changes to the roster, we continue on and don't miss a beat right now. The biggest thing for me this year is the consistent action and release point to his two-seamer. That's such a trademark pitch for him. Last year, you know, I think there was some uptick in velocity, which might have worked against him with not being able to repeat the two-seamer as much. But even when he's gotten into some hitter counts, he's got some late life to move the ball off the bat head and record outs versus, you know, maybe a ball being squared up or thinking he's got a pitch too fine. He's trusting it. Trusting his two-seamer, and it's showing.
I know you say that, you know, Koji and Ziegler are going to split time with closing. What were your thoughts on Koji's?
Koji's our closer. And days when he's not going to be available, we've got Brad to turn to. But you know, again, we've added a quality late-inning reliever. We'll have a chance to outline this more specifically to Brad when we meet face-to-face, but in a conversation early this morning after their game on the West Coast, that was briefly talked about. But I think it's important to maintain some consistency late in the game, and that's where Koji is going to serve as our closer.
A quick detour. How do you feel the video replay system's been working in this homestand?
This homestand?
Yeah, in particular. It seems like there's a lot of calls. Just from the press box, it may not be reflective of
you know, any time that it seems on the main scoreboard there's the potential for a reversal, typically we're met with inconclusive or not enough evidence to overturn it. There was an angle today. It seemed like, you know, Brents beats out the infield ground ball, but not to be the case. But it's the system. I don't know if there's no variance to it. It's in work. It's in process. The move to get Ziegler on the roster tomorrow, Sean O'Sullivan is on the disabled list with left knee tendonitis, something he's been battling for some time, and he needs some downtime to recover from this.